cultural programs that we support in this institution and together with our partner institutions. We have so much demand to continue our culture and make sure our next generation continues with our traditions from back home. So in this regard, there is a constant demand for practicing space, studio space, and all that kind of facilities. So we were really lucky to have received a grant from Ontario Trillium Foundation to help us to build our cultural center. So today we are very glad to announce that we have completed the cultural center, which we will see in a minute. With the help of this grant from Ontario Trillium Foundation. And actually today we were expecting Premier Ford to come here and to inaugurate this center, but unfortunately you know how Premier Ford is. Being a people premier, he has so much demand for his time and he had to excuse coming here. But we are fortunate to have his executive assistant Michelle Telfian here bringing a message from Premier Ford. And also we were expecting Minister Michael Ford, Minister of Multiculturalism and Citizenship, to be here. But unfortunately he is also not able to join us today. But he is being represented by Mr. Brian Plotko here from Minister's Office. And of course, I am so glad to introduce our MP Deepak Anand, who is a good friend of us and comes here all the time and encourages us. And so thank you, sir. Thank you very much. He's from our neighbor. So I call his constituency our neighboring constituency. Premier Ford is our representative right from here. Michael Ford used to be our city councillor and he has come here many times. And we are missing both of them, but we are glad MP Anand is here. So before I call Michelle, I request MP Anand to say a few words.
Thank you so much, Hari Om. You know, before I start my, a few small remarks, my speech will be smaller than yours, I promise. Because one thing I want to start by, Prabhaji, there's a little bit story behind it. Before my election is a nomination. If you're not nominated, you will not be elected. So we have a common friend, Ganga. On the day of election, my nomination, Ganga came to the nomination meeting and she saw there are a lot of people. She got scared. She was worried that Deepak may lose. So she actually called Mr. Raghavan. I don't know if you remember or not. And he was going for buying grocery. And Ganga said, Prabha, if you're not going to come here, what if Deepak lose? And she was in the slippers that time. And she came in those slippers. And I won my nomination by only 12 votes. You know, there are people like Prabhaji and all the other organizations who are teaching our children. The story I told you, I go to probably at least 20 to 30 events every month. They see me. But they don't see behind this tree, there is actually a root which you cannot see it. But the root is the people like Prabha who made me that tree. So thank you, Prabhaji, for doing what you did, and Mr. Arvind. But talking about the roots, that's the second thing I believe. You know, our community is most vibrant, hardworking, paying the taxes. But behind this community also is the deep, strong roots. And the organizations who teach our children are the reason and the rationale, because when they come, they learn the discipline, they learn how to give back, they learn how to concentrate. Because of these attributes, they become stronger and give back to our country. So I want to say thank you, Dr. Lakshman, the whole team. You know, we cannot do this without having a place when you're going to start that cultural center. That might be a building, but it is the root you're going to make it stronger, and we all, not only the Sanatanis, but every community is going to get the benefit of that. So thank you so much for doing it. And music has no language. The last two songs were in Telugu, but Michelle and I were both singing with it. I don't know if we were singing or maybe playing with it, but that exactly it is. Coming together, working together, and making this country even more beautiful because it has given everything to us. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it.
Now I request Michelle Telefian to please come and read convey Premier's message to all of us.
Michelle and I are good friends, and we know each other before election.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor and pleasure to be here on behalf of MPP Doug Ford's constituency office and to bring greetings from Premier Ford. Warm greetings and welcome to everyone taking part in today's events, the second cultural conference of the Sringeri Vida Bharati Foundation, Canada, and the dedication of the newly completed Adi Shankara Cultural Center. Ontario is a province rich in cultural and religious diversity, which is part of our strength and dynamism. It's home to a vibrant Hindu community whose contributions have made our province a better place. The Hindu faith has much to offer those aspiring to lead good and productive lives, with faith, purposeful work, and a sense of service to humanity. Thank you to the good people of SVBF for hosting these much anticipated events. Your dedication to nurturing the spiritual and cultural life of your members has helped build a supportive and flourishing community. May you continue to grow in faith and fellowship. Best wishes for a memorable conference and inauguration, Premier Doug Ford.
Thank you very much, Michelle, for bringing that wonderful message. Now I request Brian Klotko, Executive Assistant to Minister Michael Ford, to come and convey his message.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brian. I'm, as Mr. Goodman here once said, I am the executive assistant to MPP Michael Ford, just in York Southwestern. He used to be the city councillor here up in Etobicoke North, and I'm just representing him today. And first and foremost, I wanted to thank everyone here for attending, for having us here. MPP Anand, you spoke beautifully. Thank you for your kind words. And just have a little gripe for whoever put me behind Michelle on the speaking order here. I can't. It's very hard to follow the math to Michelle. So again, I appreciate all you guys coming, you guys having me here. It's wonderful to be here. I know you guys do fantastic work here in the community, and like Michelle, like MPP and Anand said, it's a vibrant community. It's a wonderful community. Everyone can come here, have a good time, meet with community members, meet with friends, family, bring their children here, and keep coming back. And that's what we all want, a community where people keep coming back, right? So I'll leave it there. I know you guys don't want to hear too much from me, so I'll keep it short and sweet. But again, thank you so much for having us. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much. Congratulations once again for the new community center that you guys have built here using the Ontario Trillium Foundation funding. We're so happy and honored that you guys have built this new center that is going to be used and for many years to come by the community. So thank you again. Thank you very much. Have yourself a wonderful weekend.
Thanks again. Please speak. May I ask please come up. Now, we want to recognize 3 of our volunteers. You know, this year we have been lucky. We got a grant from Ontario Trillium Foundation, and with that we have completed what we call a cultural center next door right there, and we will be inaugurating it in a minute. So for that, we had a few of our volunteers who worked hard day in and day out, and we would like to recognize them for their major contribution in building up our center here. So may I invite Murali Sadanandan, Venkatesh Parshuraman, and Nagbhushan Madhyastha. They were instrumental in organizing and renovating our center next door. So it is a major. It is going to be a major cultural center, education center. So we hope that to be a center of education for basically our culture in Toronto area. So we would like to recognize their contribution. I request please give it to Murali Sadanandam. He is the project manager for that for the completion of the center. We will be inaugurating. They will be inaugurating it in a minute. So next we have Nagbhushan Madhyastha. Next we have Venkatesh Parshurama. These are the 3 team leaders who worked very hard. I can announce we received a grant from Ontario Trillium Foundation, and with that we have renovated the place, and it is now a center of excellence, I hope, and it will be a center of education. We are planning to conduct a lot of educational type of classes there, and these are the people who are behind it. Of course, there are many more other volunteers who helped us to build that. And after I give the mic to Dr. Lakshmanan to say a few words, I would like to request you to please come and inaugurate our new center.
Thank you very much. Friends, in today's time, we all know how challenging it is to do what we want to do without the support of our government and the community. We are very fortunate to live in a great country we call Canada, which respects multi-ethnic, multi-religious, and we are very fortunate when we landed on this country. Maybe we came in different boats, but we are all together in the great shape we call Canada. I want to thank you on this occasion for our great leader, Premier Doug Ford, for his help, and we are very fortunate we are celebrating in his riding. We are very, very fortunate. Thank you very much, Michelle. Kindly take our feelings and gratitude to our Premier for the support that he gives us all the time. We also want to say, Mr. Michael Ford, Honorable Michael Ford, is not a stranger to this riding. He was the counselor for this riding and Etobicoke riding, and Mr. Michael Ford had come here many times, and we are very fortunate, friends. We have two ministers who have helped this great institution, SVPF, from the day of its formation, many years. Michael Ford has come here many times. We request Michelle to help us to bring Premier Doug Ford here. So we want to have him and celebrate together with him, with his blessings and with his warm wishes. Well, Deepak is no stranger to us. With Deepak Anand, we meet quite regularly. Every week we are there in some function, and he is a great community leader. We always say this whole month, we've been saying how important it is. It is not enough to buy groceries by going to university, but also we need great community leaders to make the community live peacefully. And we have people like Doug Ford, Michael Ford, and Deepak Anand amongst us to help this great province, Ontario, to live peacefully and prosperous. And thank you very much for all your support. And SVPF will come with a lot of applications for support and help. Kindly help us to help the community. Thank you very much. God bless.
We have also received a message from our councillor Vincent Pusanti. Unfortunately, he is out of town, could not be here. So may I request Dr. Lakshmanan to please honor our guests. Now I want to request our guests to walk over to the new center with us and inaugurate that center. And before we go there, let you know what we did. We had an old skeleton of a building. We renovated with a grant from Ontario Trillium Foundation, and we are extremely grateful for that. We built a new roof. It's about 3,000 plus square foot facility, and we put a new heating and air conditioning system and a complete new floor, and we have also done indoor studios and places like that. So that is going to help us use our many cultural programs here, and many of these teachers come and teach here, and this will help us a great deal, and we really appreciate the Trillium grant, and these are our champions who made it happen. Yeah, now our request is for the next gland.
I'll tell you what next.
Okay. Now, my request is we walk over gently there and cut the lip.